Hello and welcome to another first look at the Gathering Storm sort of campaign, of which the Triumvirate of the Imperium are part of. Just done a slight unboxing, and so I'll carry on and unbag this, and we'll go through this book. It's not going to be a review because this is the first time I've seen the book, but it will be a first look. I'll probably get the review out by Wednesday or even the following week. I'll try and get it out as soon as possible though. So one of these will cost you £30, and it is the Fall of Cadia, so it's pretty much confirmed that it will fall. And then it's got some model sort of artwork on the back. Printed in the UK, so not printed in China or Dubai or wherever we've usually seen them being printed. So just unwrap this. Okay. Wow. Oh, here you go. There you go. You get the Eye of Terror. Very old sort of piece of artwork. That brings back memories. And so does that piece of artwork too, actually. So a fair bit of fluff and history. And you know, we've got these Warlord Titans in the background. Incredible. I'd like to know what those weapons are though, if they're just single turbo lasers. But buried secrets. So even the Necrons are involved. Fate of the Phalanx. A load of demons crashing into Imperial Fists. So a lot of fluff, a lot to read. Excellent. Really something to get your teeth into. Some knights joining the party there. Wow. Awful lot of story and background. Then we get the Fires of Salvation. So this is chapter 2. Emperor's Light. Some lovely artwork there. There we go. Some more sort of model artwork. Even more backstory. Wow. There is a lot to read in this. Lots of nice artwork too, but a lot to read. And then the Chime of Midnight. Fall of Cadia. Wow. This is pretty much just a novel. There we go. And who is that model? Who is that model right there? Is it really Dark Eldar? Who knows? Looks like it's got some sort of webway type structures on its back. It does look very Eldarish. Who knows? Maybe we'll find out at some point. And there we go. And then some more artwork too. And people have already seen that there's that model right there that is the same as in the artwork, because it's got the two sort of structures, spine columns, and then it's got this sort of plumage. It's a shame that we don't get a close-up of it anywhere. And then it goes into the models themselves. So you have got it is mostly backstory. It's about 89 pages of backstory and literature. Absolutely incredible, and it's just what this sort of campaign kind of thing needs. It's worthy of. So almost 100 pages there. Amazing. Right, we'll carry on. So focuses on the models themselves from the heavy metal team. And then some defenders of Cadia. Now the closest sort of chapter I would say mine is the Storm Warriors, but they sort of look more grey than black. But there you go. And then the rules in chapter 4. So 104 pages in, we then start to get the rules. So we've got these new Empiric Storm events, of which you can buy the cards, but they got sold out quite quickly. And then you've got mission. You've got 4 missions for this Echoes of War. And then the Forces of the Imperium. So at page 120, this book will set you back 136 pages. At page 120 of 136, you then get the rules. I'll talk about these in depth in my review, but you get Belisarius Call, and he is 200 points. He's got some very nice stat line, and he has a nice Assault D3 mastercrafted melter gun, which is strength 10, so that's a bit of a tease for you. And then 200 points for Celestine, and with Celestine you get her Divine Guardians, which have a 4+ invulnerable save, and again Saint Celestine has some great stat line. Although she's only got strength and toughness 3, she does have 5 wounds and an Emperor's Vengeance kind of shooting attack, and then she's got Saintly Blessings and things. And then you've got Inquisitor Greyfax, which is 150 points. I'll talk more about her in the review. And then you've got the Triumvirate of the Imperium, which includes some special rules. The Conclave Acquisitorius, 1 to 2 battle maniples, Holy Requisitioner. So you need Codex Scitari, Codex Mechanicus, and then Codex Imperial Knights, as well as this book. So you need 4 codexes basically, and that's what we're saying. Wrathful Crusade. You've got Celestine, the Inquisitor, and for this one you only need 3 codexes. You need the Space Marine Codex, this one, and Astra Militarum. So they're the 2. Well, they're 3, aren't they? They're the 3 formations in the book, and I'll look into their special rules and things in the review. Combined Imperium forces, choosing an army, and then you've got all of these kind of things. Grand Convocation Detachment, which is great. Castellans of the Imperium Detachment, gives you all the options. Armory of the Imperium, so there's a couple of new weapons that we haven't seen before. Well, we've seen the Condemner bolt gun and the Agents of the Imperium Codex, and the Psych Out grenades, but there's a couple of other things. Arcana Mechanicum, so basically some relics. Ecclesiarchy relics, and then Inquisition tactical objectives. So there you go. When I first heard about this book, I did get the impression that it would just be a book with pretty much 4 data sheets, and I'm not really wrong. It's similar to the Imperial Knights Codex, whereby when that was released it only had 2 data sheets. This one, yes, it does have the 4, but it's got a few formations too. What really surprises me is that it has a Abaddon on the book. Now, for me, knowing what I know about 40k and this campaign and things, that sort of makes sense. But from sort of like a book perspective, not having him in this book seems a bit odd. I understand why they've done it, because it's Gathering Storm and it's Fall of Cadia, and Abaddon is the guy sort of like that is leading this thing. In my own view, I would have thought it would have been better to have some kind of artwork with Saint Celestine on, or something like that, because I don't know what they're going to use in the book that will have Abaddon in and all the rest of it. We'll see. But if they have Saint Celestine on that book cover, then I'll be even more confused, and I'm sure other people will be too. But if you see this book and you see Abaddon on it, hasn't got Abaddon in it, pick it up, have a read of it, or borrow your mates or whatever, and see if it's for you. But if you've got the Triumvirate and you're interested in the campaign and you're interested about reading the story of the Fall of Cadia, then this will be a good start. I'm going to go away and have a good read of this as much as possible and try and get you a review Wednesday at the very earliest. That's it for my first look at this book. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you for watching. The Emperor Protects.